Good morning to day 6 of the pool build. Okay, so today I'm obviously covered in shite already, probably. Can't really see my face in this bright sun. The pool. We're going to be cutting in the gutters today of the pool. We've been downstairs eating cardboard. What we've been doing downstairs is just cutting in the vents for the doors, which I'll show you in a second. Before I carry on babbling and show you around, hit me with a thumbs up below. Smack that bell, as they say in America. And welcome to any new subscribers. We did go down by 1 subscriber. I think that was my political speech on Friday. So sorry for making it political, guys, but opinions are like arseholes, as they say. Everyone's got one. I think the more information you can get, whether you're on the left or right or in the middle, can only help you be more armed with what's going on in the world. So sorry if it's offended anyone, but it wasn't meant that way. It's just information. Anyway, back to the beautiful weather in Barbados. As you can see, as always, beautiful blue sky, very few clouds, a bit of wind today, which is quite nice, and a skin full of sawdust and eyes. I feel like I'm gritting my eyes. Right, so let me show you quickly what I've been doing. So the basement has got, if you remember rightly, the big round 4-inch holes on the side that let the wind come through into the basement. What I'm not going to try to do, what I am going to be doing is obviously putting the air conditioning holes now into the floors that will enable the air to come up into the house. And also I'm going to put I'm going to bring some extractors in from England, because I don't really do them here. I'm going to put some extractors actually down in the basement to pull air down from the house and pump it back out the holes. In the meantime, I want the air to be coming through the basement into the downstairs storage area, which means that in order for air to come through, it's got to be able to get out. So we have some holes in the wall here through the floor. So let me show you that very briefly. So on the other side of the cottage, we had these. There's a 4-inch hole here and there's a 4-inch hole here. Been benched very strange, but anyway, that goes through into the basement. So that can actually take out and take in air. So we need that working sooner rather than later. It will work, but obviously if there's no flow coming through, it's pointless. It might blow a little bit of air in, but in order for air to go in, it needs to come out. So we had these 18-inch grills made at Oran. That's the first one we just cut into the door itself. Unfortunately, we need to probably just finish the side. There's no point buying another one for the inside. So we'll probably just let that dry off. We've siliconed it in, and then I think what we'll do is we'll literally we'll finish that off after we've screwed and bolted it through each corner to ensure that obviously it can't come out, because obviously it just creates a weakness in the door. And then another one in this door. So we're probably going to put 2 in this door. We've got one at the bottom here, which is now drying. We're going to put another one in the top here. That enables the air to be blown through the house, through here, out of here, and also externally through these 2 holes here. Now, eventually they'll have extractors on them that electrically take the air out. But at the moment, as you can see, the electrical socket at the top waiting, as that one has as well. This, at some stage, obviously, is just going to end up being empty and drying out. So, again, if anyone in the island is building and wants wood, let me know. I'm going to be advertising all of this in the next couple of days. So there's lots of shuttering we've kept in pieces. There's loads of offcuts, and there's loads of pipes here. So we're going to get rid of everything that's in here. I want this one big empty room. Cement here, obviously, we need to, ideally, guys need to be using it upstairs, really. There's some white cement for sale as well. So yeah, if anybody needs or wants anything down here, then let me know. That's all going to go up for sale. But anyway, I'm going to get another grill made for here. I'm getting another grill made for here. And I need another one for the pool pump room as well. So that's what they originally made for. But I wanted to get them in here just to let it breathe. Now, as soon as I put that in, I could feel the air coming through. So it's not a massive amount of air coming through, but it's breathing. And that's all you need. You just need air to be able to breathe. So that will also help everything breathe. It will keep the moisture out. At the same time, it does let moisture in. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing this morning, just cutting those 2 in. So that's at least going to start breathing. So I'm going to get another 2 of those made, as I said, one for the pump room, one for this door, in fact 3, and one for over there as well. The guys are now starting to look at cutting in the gutter. So as I said, we've had a 4-inch pipe ran all the way around the pool. So as you can see, they've started marking it out now. So that's where the 4 inches is, but we're going to go for a 2-inch hole initially. So we're going to cut 2 inches all the way through, and that should open up the top of the pipe, and then that will be benched into the pipe to make sure the water can go straight in and the water can go straight in. That will go all the way along out into the trough, and the trough obviously will regurgitate in through the pump room and come back into here with its own overflow. And again, that pipe goes straight that way. Yeah. So they're going to cut that all the way around. Now, what they've got to try and do is guess where the pipe is. Now, as you can see here, there's the top of the pipe. There. So if we cut here, we're going to miss the pipe. So we need to be cutting there. Now, you don't get that all the way around. So what we think we're better off doing is cutting a few holes along here just to make sure we can definitely see the pipe, and that way we can get it straight. So we don't disgrind and then land up missing the pipe completely. And that's unfortunately the joys of doing something blind. It's in the concrete, so you can't see the bloody thing. It should have been calculated quite simple. The centre of the pipe is 22 inches from here, for instance. That's where it's meant to be. So I'm not too sure if they're going to get that, but we will double check in a minute. The trough was finished off last night, so let me quickly show you that. Great job. The only thing obviously that needs to be done is the floor, but they will leave that and they'll just do that in the actual pool product. So there you go, all done, all looking good, ready for tiling and plastering. Now the only thing I would do is potentially look at scraping up the concrete on the floor. You see these bald patches, this is where the concrete that came off the wall that time is still there. So I'll talk to them about that because that might be weak. Let's have a look at that. Apart from that, we're pretty much set for the day, so I will check in with you throughout the day as it goes. Any comments, obviously, please put them below. If anything you want to ask, anything you want to see, and anybody out there watching the channel, please subscribe and click that bell, and then you'll get notified as and when I upload any new videos. So as I say, this is we're technically on day 7. Did I say 6 or 7? It's actually day 7 today. So it's 5 last week, and we're now on Tuesday, so it's day 7. So day 7 of what in effect was meant to be 3 weeks, but it depends whether you do the decking or not. If it's decking, it'll be 3 weeks. If it's not, could be 2 and a bit weeks. So we'll see. But anyway, thanks for checking in. I will update you as and when it goes. Thank you. Okay, we're 11 PM. AM even, not PM. Okay, and we've actually started on the hole. Gone 2 inches. And it's working out just absolutely right, so let me just show you. So as you can see now, there's a 2-inch hole all the way through, and that one drops into the trough. So we'll take this all the way around. 4 inches would have been way too much. 2 inches, in all fairness, is quite a gap. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So that will be benched in, and this part will be cemented downwards as well, so that will take the water. So then this will then shoot around this corner. This is already done, and then we'll shoot that right round. So we've done a couple of test holes, sorry about that. Done a couple of test holes so we can actually see where the actual pipe is, just to make sure we're definitely on target, to make sure that we're going to hit it, as we've done here. That's looking 10 times better. Excellent. And you can see obviously how it will work now as well. The water will come up here, and as when it splashes, it will go in straight into the trough, regurgitate into the pump room, back out through the jets. So yeah, nice and tidy. It's nice when it starts coming together. A lot of the infrastructure work that goes into the floor you don't ever see again, so you forget about the work you've done and what it's actually going to do. So just needs to be a little bit straight with this line. But no, good, all good. So Sherwin is still working on the door. I'm going to go and get some materials, and we're all good to go. So I'll check in a bit later on. Okay, we're 20 past 3. Looking good. Hit me with the old thumbs up below before I start glassing away. So I've been out to go and get some materials. The gutter is now pretty much cut in, and also this northern part of the patio, it's been hilted a little bit all the way along, so that whatever concrete's going to be laid down is going to land up adhering to the other one. So as you can see, hilty spots all over the place, and the gutter all the way through. So at the moment, just cutting out the remaining of the top pipe. But obviously what's happened on that one, this has all worked fine. This has all gone around the corner nicely. That's all nice and straight. This side's not too bad until it gets down to the very end, and then the pipe suddenly goes that way. So now we're cutting into the top left-hand side of the pipe, if you can see what I mean. So it was pretty much through the top all the way through. And then it suddenly started disappearing off that way, so now we're cutting into the top quarter, top left-hand quarter of the pipe, which is a pain in the ass. But anyway, you can now see it coming to life. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update for you. The door frame hasn't really been touched since earlier, so I've got to go and get the materials for showing, but the door is all now lacquered in. So that's all sealed. It's a nice lacquer as well, some matte, flat finish. Door frame's all now nice and painted, so now he'll probably leave it to tomorrow now due to the time, because we're 3:30. That's all sanded down now, waiting to be cleared. Tape will come off. Another coat of grey all the way around this, which I'll probably get him to do before he goes. This is all nice and sealed as well with the lacquer. Yeah, getting there. Obviously dust everywhere, because obviously dust is happening there, but that's the last thing you want to do as well, start getting the door lacquered with dust going on. I'm going to juggle that in a moment, so we shall juggle as and when he's finished doing what he's doing, so we don't get any more dust. Another hour to go, so I'll check in with you a little later on, but we've also been weeding the front as well, so that is nearly finished. And there's our little monkeys. It's in the tree, you can't see him, there he is. Sorry, incoming calls. Yeah, so he's returning, so that's great. So I'll check in a bit later on. 3:30 now, so I'll speak to you soon. 20 to 5, sun is going down. You've got to give me a thumbs up for that. Look at that sunset back there. It's got to have a like, surely. Whew. Anyway, welcome. Day is finishing, everyone's gone. I'm going to be hosing everything down in a minute, but I thought I'd quickly show you the workmanship that's gone into today. So quite a lot done. The gutter now cut into the floor. You can now start seeing it come into life, can't you? You can see the actual gutter where it will be. So this will be as is. This will have a grey plaster. So the same material that's going on the floor, we've got it in grey. I know I keep repeating myself, but for those that have not watched the channel before, this will be grey and benched into the gutter. This is going to be built up a little bit, and this will be covered in the grey as well. So this will all be grey all the way around. As you can see, it's pretty much good all the way around now. We've got to maybe tidy some bits up like this. It's obviously coming in a little bit, because for a while we're going to be seeing that. And at the moment what I might try and do is see if I can actually find a 2-inch drain cover, because it might look good just having this completely grey with a drain cover in it, rather than all this decking and all this expense we keep talking about. It is actually starting to look very modern and very nice, which is what I wanted. And I want to put the LEDs around here. So if the LEDs can fit all the way around here and this grey can come up to it, that definitely would be giving me the look I'm looking for. The blue, I'm a little bit concerned about the blue. I don't know if it's too dark. I will say dark. There's a light blue, medium blue and a dark blue. They didn't have the dark blue, so I went for the medium. And it's still quite a bright blue, but then I'm just a bit concerned about the blue tiles and then the grey. I'm not too sure if that's going to go. But in my head I'm thinking it's quite a dark grey, but it might be a lighter grey than I'm thinking. But anyway, I just think it's going to look amazing. In worst case scenario, we get it all done and we decide to put the decking down over it anyway. So if that's what we do, that's what we do. We do have a few parts around here that are like that, and we do have quite a bit of a gap between the concrete and the pipe as well. Bloody hell, that's sharp. So we're probably going to have to do something to make sure the water doesn't go behind there as well. But that's the pool guys' job, so I'll leave it down to them. But what an amazing looking pool so far. What a difference some plaster and a gutter looks. So anyway, they're going to come back tomorrow. I'm not too sure what the plan is tomorrow. They've obviously scuffed into the top piece, so I assume they're going to probably mix some more concrete tomorrow and do the hill effect on the back edge, which is good, but obviously it means that I'm not going to be able to put the LEDs in the floor. I really did want to put those LEDs around there. That would look amazing. I don't have anything, I don't think, that I can actually put in there that they can concrete up to, that I can take out and then put the trap into. Obviously I can get the diameter of the trap itself. I'm pretty sure they're about 15 by 17 or 17 by 15, so I wonder if I can find a bit of wood that I can put in there and they can plaster up to, and then I can put the LED strip into it. Either way, it's the edge is not going to look nice because it hasn't been finished off. So if I do go ahead with doing that, it's just not going to look great. Anyway, I'm sure it'll look a lot better than it has been looking. So anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. Thanks for tonight for watching. Beautiful sunset. Thumbs up, comments, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow, bright and breezy. Thanks for watching. Good night.